The curve of our life goes up and down, right? That's a normal thing, like our heartbeat, and that's pretty inevitable. We do feel low, we do feel high sometimes, right? I think it's pretty normal. However, in the journey of our life, we do face a lot of challenges, and things really happen for a reason to improve our life. Now, how is it possible that it's always happening to improve our life? See, on the contrary, as you know, guys, I always talk about realistic motivation. So, motivation will say that, okay, think and try to find out the positive out of everything, maybe from a negative, right? And then, what is realistic motivation saying to you? And rather, that's my perception, my concept, right? So, realistic motivation is saying that maybe not everywhere everything is happening for a positive reason. Maybe not everything is happening to improve your life, but sometimes it's happening to drag you a little bit down, so that the situation, time can test your resilience. Now, you would say that, okay, resilience, each and every person has differently, right? And the nature always tests all of us. So if we go by that particular statement, which is pretty normal right now, everybody knows about it, right? Survival of the fittest. So if you consider that for a moment, then yes, not everything is happening for a positive reason. Things are happening for a negative reason. But we should think about the learning from it, right? Even motivation talks about that. But how to learn from something which has happened for a reason, and we need to pretend, we need to think that that thing happened for a reason to improve. Now, as I said, on the contrary, that's not the reality, but in order to help ourselves, in order to build that mindset, we need to think about it in that manner. But it's not possible every time. So if it's not possible, then what is realistic motivation saying? Process. As I said before, stick to the process. What you need to do, you need to do. Things happen, yes, it does. But how you are looking at it, how you are thinking about it to overcome, it's up to you. No one can motivate you unless you want to get motivated. And the other statement which I make, that it doesn't matter whether you are motivated or not, results will always count. So stop listening, only start implementing those. So say for example, as I previously shared one of the incidents of my life, right? When I was neck deep down in attic, you might say, that I was bedridden for 2 years, as I said before, due to an accident. And that particular phase actually taught me a lot. But did I really lose something out of it? Indeed, I did. I lost almost more than 3 years, more than 3 valuable years of my career. But can I get it back? I'm afraid I can't. So that particular incident did not happen just to improve my life. No, that situation actually taught me a lot because I wanted to be taught. That's the difference. Situation will not happen to teach you something. You have to think about it and you have to make adjustment. And if you can make adjustment, if you can change your thought process by implementing processes, then it will all be different and it will be a positive mindset or positive way to think about it, right? That's what we are lacking. We always get dependent on motivation. No, motivation, as I said before, can bring you back on track. It can't help you to grow. I'm afraid I have to say that. Maybe most of the people won't like it, but that's the irony. We do listen to motivation, but we implement processes. So that particular situation taught me a lot of things. I was really not that patient, which I am right now. I was a little impatient. I used to be a sports person. So for that reason, sometimes I used to get a little bit impatient. Say for example, I was in cricket, so I was a bowler, as a fast bowler. So sometimes if I'm not getting someone out, then I used to get irritated. I used to lose patience a little bit. But that situation actually taught me that I had no other option but to be patient to recover. And I really fought that battle. I had no other option, right? So yeah, after that, somehow or the other, I won probably half of the battle, not the entire battle because I'm still struggling, right? But yes, I'm not going to be leaving the battlefield in my entire life. I'm not going to do that. I will still keep on fighting. That's true. But on the other hand, that did not happen, as I said before, that did not happen for a reason to improve my life. No, I learned something from that particular situation, and maybe that situation somehow or the other did happen because of my negligence, because of my decision which I took at that point of time. Maybe I shouldn't have thought about going for a bike ride with my friend. I could have stopped myself, which I didn't. And as a result, I had to lose 3 valuable years from my life. And I could have been paralyzed for my entire life. So yeah, it did cost me a lot. But on the contrary, I became really patient. And I also realized, I got the opportunity to learn a lot of things by watching videos, reading books a lot. So yes, things happen for a reason, maybe to improve your life, but it can drag you down. But you have to overcome that, and you have to think that you need to find out a process to overcome. There is a process always involved. And if you can find that out somehow or the other, maybe you can win the battle of your life. Remember, life is a battle, right? We have to survive, and we are surviving for that reason. We are still breathing, right? We are, and we need to, and rather we want to. So keep breathing, but don't think that you are breathing for a reason. The only reason you are breathing because you want to survive. So thank you guys. If you really like my video, then do like my video, and do subscribe to my channel to get more videos like this. And if you really think differently, then probably you will think differently about my video.